My love. Hello. Oh, yeah. Oh, merch plug.
I just happened to put it on. It's because it's a nice
I
one.
enjoy that you bring this to my videos. Hello and welcome. Today's special Advent message is share something you love with someone else. And that means baking for me. Yes, welcome to another episode of Baking Bad, where I, Jessica, a girl who loves baking, puts my dear wife, Claudia, a girl who doesn't, through the trauma of making something.
It's just so much like prep involved.
I don't understand how you love cooking, which also involves a lot of prep and doing.
But it's like, I don't know, but you're preparing, it's just like prep, like chopping up a garlic or like peeling a carrot.
Some of the stuff you do is very labour intensive. Anyway,
is it?
That's not the point. So a lot of people said in the last comments of Baking Bad that we should do something savoury because probably then you'd enjoy it.
Yes.
So I decided to split the difference and we're making mince pies.
That's not savoury.
Well,
how is that savoury in any way?
So for a lot of people who don't know what mince pies are, you're probably thinking mince, like mincemeat. But no, it's actually a sweet thing. But it's not like we take mincemeat and then we just add sugar to it and then we put it in a pie. That would be weird. It probably exists, but it would be weird.
It's still called mincemeat, what we are going to be making.
Yes, weirdly.
And why is that?
There's a lot of weird flying around. To be honest though, originally mincemeat did have bits of fat in. Beef fat.
You mean mincemeat pies?
No, like mince pies, these sweet pies.
Yes.
They originally had suet in.
I can imagine that's quite nice. I mean, and also the pastry would have been made of lard rather than butter.
Yeah.
Anyway, these are completely
We're not selling this.
These are completely vegetarian and obviously sugar-free and gluten-free. Are they gluten-free?
They are. It's gluten-free. It's sugar-free. It's low FODMAP.
Meat-free.
It's all of the good meat-free.
Despite the name.
It doesn't taste as bad as you think it will.
Who doesn't know what a mince pie is?
That's very close-minded of you, Claudia. Because I made a video that was like weird British things last Christmas and people were like, what? That's insane.
Oh my god, yeah. Sorry.
That was a terrible story.
It was. Do you want to hear my awful traumatizing story?
Yes, please.
I was watching TV the other day.
Yes.
Well, I just switched it on to watch like the 6 o'clock news. And, sorry, I hate the news. And the introduction to The Simpsons came on. I don't watch The Simpsons, but you know, it's just like they know that, you know, that bit where they all like the family runs in title sequence. But this time, the family didn't run onto the sofa, and it was like a love story. And suddenly it was like this weird little mini cartoon before The Simpsons of just the sofa and the TV having like a love relationship.
Sure.
And they were just like, and then they managed to like bounce onto each other and start roly-poling around, going, oh, like making all like lovey-dovey noises and giggling. And then it got to this point where the sofa was just going like on top of the TV.
Just humping the TV.
And it was like really for a good several seconds. And I was just like, what's happening here? It's like subtle, inanimate object pornography. And I can't get rid of the image from my mind now of the sofa and the TV.
Warning to those of you who have monolids, hooded eyes. Rimmel Glam Eyes is a lie. It is not waterproof. I was in London. I realised I'd left my eyeliner. I had to buy the eyeliner which was there in this little corner shop. It was the only one they had. It does not stay on my face.
This is particularly bad.
I'm gonna go sort this out. So, for your mincemeat recipe, you will need 300 grams of clementines. Nice. 100 grams of dried cranberries.
Maybe 98 grams.
60 grams of walnuts. 59 grams of walnuts. 30 grams of virgin coconut oil. Still 30 grams. 20 grams of crystallised ginger. It took me 3 days to make. Because did you know you can't buy sugar-free crystallised ginger? Maybe you can in America.
They look quite cute. They look like mini stick men.
And now we're going to kill them. 25 grams of coconut sugar. Oh, it won't go away now. Ooh.
Well, we should be prepared when with Jessica.
Thank you. So this is partly coconut sugar and partly the sucrine sugar-free replacement for brown sugar, but I would have used all of that because I tend to use artificial sugar, but Clara used it in her baking and she hasn't replaced it. So that's how the light feels about Clara.
Yeah, I was like, what is happening?
Not replacing the sugar.
The light just went brrr.
It's definitely darker now, right?
Feels a bit like it is.
Feels darker.
alright, darling.
Sorry, I have a really strong startle reflex.
Okay. We've changed the lighting situation. Those ones kind of blew up a bit.
40 millilitres of water, 2 cloves, 1 teaspoon of mixed spice. Oh no, I was going to put them together to make mixed spice. Half a teaspoon of ground ginger, also not here. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon, that is here, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of gin. And do we have gin?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Gin. We've also considered using this artisan.
Yes.
It's not really artisan, it just says artista. Sugar-free hazelnut syrup.
It just smells so good.
It smells like Christmas. And ready-rolled, ready-made gluten-free pastry, because life is too short to make your own pastry.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's make it happen.
Yeah, please. This baking videos been going on for weeks.
Can you please chop these walnuts? And I am going to zest. Right, so now we have zested the oranges and Claudia has beautifully chopped up. So now we just need to peel them and then chop up the flesh that's inside. I know that you may have some difficulty with this, my love.
Yeah, well, I don't have any nails, so I always normally have to bite into them. And then people are always looking at me like I'm a complete moron, like, why are you biting into a clementine? I'm like,
I didn't want Claudia to feel socially excluded at work by people seeing that she has to bite into a clementine. So now in the mornings I pre-peel her fruit for her.
oh, I love how that's your reason for it. But you do realise that I would probably more likely get teased for having a pre-pulled orange, like clementine in my lunchbox. People comment on that more. Oh, you peeled it all already.
Claudia washed the saucepan and then I tried to take the saucepan from the sink to here. Apparently that was too great a distance for me. 2 meters! And I was on the floor. It was largely Walter's fault. Culprit! I love you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you. You're perfect just the way you are. In a medium-sized saucepan, over medium heat, add your chopped walnuts. Stir and allow them to brown for 10 minutes.
I like your little outfit today. Your little outfit.
Thank you.
Complete with
Thank you.
Mr. Blobby socks.
Excuse me, I think these are my 7 times warmer socks that your dad gave me for Christmas, and they are excellent, and I have 3 pairs of them.
Yeah, because he gave me and my sister a pair, and I think you nicked all of them.
Yes! But otherwise, this is a jumper from Fat Face, it's Claudia's. And then underneath is a shirt dress from British Retro. 2 cloves. Oh, let's stud oranges at Christmas with cloves. Yeah, did your family do that?
Yeah, we put them on the piano.
Yeah. Baking appeals to me because I'm one of those people who likes things to be like organised and exact, and you know, I'd love precise measurements, but also I've grown up with a chronic illness, so my level of caring for stuff is. And it's not the end of the world if you have to make do with something else. Alright, turned it off. Now I'm going to do a tablespoon of lovely hazelnut. And then some gin. I think in honour of my grandmother, I'll do 2. Hello, darling. So now I've made our mincemeat. We are going to put it into the trays.
Okay.
We're going to butter the
this.
little rounds. Yeah.
My mum used to make the little tiny mince pies with puff pastry, and it's really nice.
So we're going to do half puff and half
Short crust pastry.
And for the circle bottoms, I have this mug, which was sent to me by the Crown. Not really. By Sony Pictures. Right, I'm going to do my 6, you do your 6.
Oh, is there a side to these things?
The knife, to make things better.
Oh no. Ruined it. I don't like precision.
No.
I'm a control freak, and I like order and structure and things, but I don't necessarily need the ends.
Do you just hate precision because you hate to be wrong?
Maybe I'm a perfectionist, so if it doesn't look completely perfect, I'm like, I hate it.
Yes. Maybe stick for the simpler shapes then. For the short crust. Oh, that's beautiful.
If you put the mince pie...
There you go, and then just put it on the side, ready.
On the side of where?
Yeah, and now you can have the mug.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That is why I got you to bring the teaspoon, but that works too. You do you, honey. Whatever makes you happy.
No, I don't want to put too much in, because I want it to explode.
Personally, I'm an underfill, I think.
You can do this on your own, can't you, really? If it's so much fun for you.
It's alright.
And it's like my idea of hell. Would you really punish me this way?
No. You're free, my love, you're free.
I'll eat them. Maybe,
Good.
Maybe.
Out of the oven. They look lovely. I'm exhausted and I'm in pain. So I'm gonna leave this here and then we're gonna cut to tomorrow morning where we eat them for breakfast, because you know what? This video is pre-filmed and I can do that. Well done, me. Good morning.
Morning.
So we've decided that since it's pretty much almost vaguely kind of Christmas, we're allowed to eat mince pies for breakfast.
Yes.
So we haven't actually tried them yet. So there's the short crust pastry ones.
Oh yeah.
These are the puff pastry ones.
They didn't puff.
They really didn't puff, no.
Oh dear.
To be fair, you know, it's gluten-free pastry. You hope for something.
It's gluten-free, vegan-free, and puff pastry, isn't it? Made with like
Vegan-free.
layers and layers of
Butter.
butter, yeah. Instead they just used fat. I mean, not fat, I mean that is fat. I mean oils. This one looks better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, they look quite like, this one looks a bit like a ship, you know, steering wheel.
Yes, it does.
So, you know, we can use that cutter again if anyone's having like a sort of maritime kind of
nautical party
celebration. And yours looks like a snowflake, so that's much more fitting for a mince pie.
But proof is in the pudding.
Aww.
Ready?
Proof is in the pie.
Proof is in the pie.
Cheers!
It feels a bit crunchy.
This is really good. Tastes like a real mince pie.
Glad we got that. Yeah, mine's not so much pastry as filling, but the filling is very nice.
It is. Very Christmassy.
We have mince pie on your nose. I think we should call this a success.
It is. Very
Good
good.
job, us. High five.
Woo!
And if you'd like to make your own sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan mince pies, you can find the recipe in the description down below. Or you could just eat regular mince pies if that's a thing that you're able to do. But you know,
Where's the
can't all
fun
have
in,
everything.
where's the fun in that, eh?
Where is the fun? Where is the fun? Oh, there's the clove! I was wondering where that had gone. I forgot we had to take those out.
I didn't realise so much like clementines went into mince pies.
I don't think they do normally.
Oh, but it's nice. It means that we're getting one
Yeah,
of our 5
yeah.
a day right now.
Sure. You're working on it. You're working on it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video. Leave a comment with what you'd like us to bake next. And please do subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you tomorrow for another exciting video.
I was just hiding the stain from...
You're hiding the stain in your dressing gown. Delightful! We'll see you then. Mwah!
Oh, sorry, have these been perfectly weighed?
Yes. on my eyelid. Where is it coming from? Stop picking your nails.
No, I had a splinter.
Oh, you got a splinter?
It's gone now,
Oh,
whatever.
let me see. Oh, no, a splinter. That's an injury.
Whatever. Let's just get on with this baking.